All right, my beautiful children. I thought I would redo the last video that I made on the whole point that I'm trying to show you, which is you're not profitable because you don't understand basic math. But please give me input on, this style, on the quality. We're recording this in 4K, so, and I got the face cam on the right, so I just thought I'd, change it up a little bit. Also, I realize I say and I say the word right a lot too much in my videos, so I'm going to stop doing that. And yeah, but like I said, please give me feedback on this. Let's get into it. So what is the secrets of profitable trading? So this is the issue, right? Where the whole crux of this video, it's that the issue with retail day trading is that you guys think because you observe some type of pattern or phenomenon in the market that now that market will 100% show that pattern every single time. I see too many people and they're just like, oh, I'm profitable with, I watch TJR and I'm profitable with a liquidity sweep and a break of structure. And just because day traders see that happen a couple times does not mean over, the course of a year, 2 years, whatever sample size, that it's actually going to be profitable long term. Your liquidity sweep and break of structure is going to work until it doesn't. But how do you know that it's going to work more often than not and actually you make money? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I really want to give this like as a thought experiment to you guys and show you what concept this is. This concept is called the law of large numbers. So you can see, right? Basically, if you flip a coin over, 200 times, you can see that this is we know the probability of, a coin is 50-50 heads, 50% heads, 50% tails. But if you actually flip a coin, let's say 10 times, it's probably not going to look like it's 50% heads, 50% tails. You see, if we flip a coin, 20 times, it shows that we have like a 40% chance, 35% chance of getting heads when we know that's not true. And I'm going to show this experiment to you in real time because the whole idea is math and statistics is the core crux of day trading, especially probability theory, etc. As retail day traders, you need to understand this concept if you really want to make money day trading. This is going to help you with execution, confidence, and everything of that matter. So you can see here, we're on random.org. I'm going to flip a coin 10 times, and we're just going to assume that heads is wins, tails is loss, and we are going to record every single outcome in this chart right here, my backtesting sheet, to kind of express and show what I mean by this. Ignore the risk and RR, it's irrelevant. So as you can see right here, we're going to flip it. We're going to press flip. Okay, boom, we got heads. So we're going to put that as a win. We're going to flip it again. We got heads again. We're going to flip it again. Oh, what do you know? We got heads again. All right, we got tails this time. Tails, we got heads again, we got tails, and then we got tails again, and tails. Okay, so just based off this, right, if we were to use this and try to describe the stats of our of our trading system and the stats of what we think, our coin is doing, would it be fair to say that our coin has a 60% chance of getting heads and a 40% chance of getting tails? No, this is not true at all, guys. And this is the same mistake that every single day trader makes when they're trying to backtest their strategy, when they're trying to backtest their concepts. And I'm not trying to bash on people when I say this, but this is what I mean when people are low IQ, okay? They ask me and they say, what's your win rate? What's your RR? And as a discretionary day trader, it's impossible to collect those metrics. Like, sure, if you do a 1-to-1 real-time discretionary backtest and you take 1,000 trades, 2,000 trades, and then you have some type of metrics, wins, losers, win rate, RR, then yeah, that maybe could be accurate and representative of what you have, but you can't assume that your discretion is going to be perfect and be 1-to-1 as it is in real time, as it is in a backtest, because those are completely different environments. And when somebody tells you their win rate, when a retail trader, when an average person, Joe Schmo, just sitting there is like, oh, I have this win rate and this RR, they don't. They have probably taken those metrics off 10 trades, 20 trades, and it's just not true. Now, I'm going to show you something, guys. I'm going to show you what a real trading system looks like. As you can see, okay, this is what a real mechanical system's equity curve will look like. And that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. With day trading, edge as a retail day trader comes from discretion. Now, you can have a mechanical based system, but mechanical based systems are amazing for this one given reason, because if you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 trades and you're doing the same X, Y, and Z every given time, it's going to result in an X amount of gain. As you can see though, mechanical systems are not perfect because they have drawdown streaks. And inevitably, these systems will go into drawdown because that is how they work. And there's nothing you can do about it because you are doing the same exact thing every single time, no matter what happens. So yeah, where does your edge come from? It comes from having this repeatability. It's repeatability based off these three things: discretion, risk management, experience, and a playbook based on concepts that you've learned that give you some sort of probabilistic internal edge. Obviously, I'm not going to discuss these concepts. I teach them in the mentorship. And this is exactly what I mean by you have to drop your ego. You have to really collect discretionary data on getting experience and your style and your playbook, and then understand how you can generate alpha, get an edge, and get winning trades over time by doing that. And this is what I mean. You probably trade prop firms, and I have to be so honest with you guys. Prop firms are not real trading. You need to get this through your head. And this is why I say you need to start a live personal account ASAP once you've made money with prop firms, because they're only designed for discretionary trading, right? You cannot account for, for example, this system. This is a terrible system for prop firms, because if I risked 1% on these drawdown streaks, these are losses of 40 losses in a row. On a prop firm, I would have lost my challenge 10 times over, because they give you 3% drawdown to work with and 10% if you're on a CFD firm. But you get my point, right? Your goal with discretion is to maximize your win rate and maximize your RR, maximize the amount of money you can make in your win rate. That is the whole goal of discretion. If you're looking at, like, let's say liquidity sweeps, right? You have to be able to filter out through your experience what liquidity sweeps are going to work and what liquidity sweeps are not going to work based on other factors. I can't tell you what these are, because you have to get the experience and go into the discretionary data set yourself to find this edge. I can tell you based off my extensive collection of data, based on these metrics, etc. I know, and I've created models that work for prop firms for my own personal discretionary trading, because I've collected data in the first place. And the whole point at the end of the day, where I'm going with this, just to leave you guys off, I don't want this video to be too long, just to look a little, think thought experiment to give you some insight and edge into this. And again, make sure you watch this in 4K to actually see the screen properly and not on some bullshit, whatever the last video was on. You have to drop your ego. Okay, I see too many people who think that they know some secret edge, some enigma, they're ICT goons, or they feel like they want to trade in a certain way of where they feel better than everybody. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter, because if you don't have what what I've literally covered in the video, it's not going to mean anything. I see too many people, they're just like, I'm going short, I'm going, they're married to a bias, they're married to an idea, and they have no idea why. They have no idea why they're doing it. They just said, oh, TJR said liquidity sweep, break a structure, inverse fair value, got SMT, and now I'm going to take his word for it. But they don't realize if they do that 10 times in a row, it might not even be profitable. But it is profitable if you have your experience, discretion, and you've created models based on this framework, and you know how to filter these playbooks in a way that gives you an edge. But anyways, guys, I love y'all. Please tell me if you like this video type more, where I'm not like just saying, right or but. And if you like the quality of the video, I really tried hard to make good content for y'all. And yeah, with that, I will see y'all later. Hope you enjoyed this remake. All right, peace.